is the great, beautiful, and talented Lisa Ramos.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great, Lisa. How are you doing?
I'm really good. I had a really good cup of coffee this morning, and I'm happy to be in New York. So
Excellent.
everything's really good.
Excellent. Now, you're originally from New York,
Yes.
from Queens,
Yes,
but
yes.
you don't live here anymore. You've
I'm all over the place these days,
died of the-
but yeah, pretty much here and Europe, but mostly here now.
and you do most of your modeling in Europe.
Not anymore. No, I'm more here now. This is where
Oh.
my work is now, so I'm going to be here for a long time.
But
yeah.
boy, you saw all the sights and sounds of Europe and fashion weeks and all
Yeah.
these. That must be incredible to travel that much.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's so fun. But I always am homesick for New York, no matter where I go live. Like I've lived in Miami, LA, London, Paris, and I'm just like, I need to go home.
Really?
Yeah, it's not the same anywhere else.
Well, the pizza.
Oh, the pizza. Honestly, I've had good pizza
Yeah.
in other places. I have not been to Italy, believe it or not. But yeah, the pizza here is just unmatched.
And somehow you have always kept an incredible figure despite eating tons of pizza.
I know, I'm really, really blessed like that. I don't know how. I eat so much pizza. It's actually crazy.
You post it on Instagram all the time,
Yeah.
all the pizza that you eat.
Yeah.
And you've known us for, I think, 6 or 7 years now. We started having you on the show, I think, 2015 or something
Oh my
like
gosh,
that.
that's right.
Maybe
Because of
2016?
Because Sean reached out to me and then
Yeah.
he's like, hey, I'm on the radio now. And I'm like, because,
And you were eating tons of pizza back then.
Yep.
And I know you and I had a conversation like maybe one day you won't be able to eat a ton of pizza, but you still get to eat a ton of pizza.
I think I'm always going to eat a ton of pizza unless I'm like allergic or something.
You are the sweetest because I reached out to you and I said, hey, it's Sean's final week. Would you like to come into the studio and say goodbye? And you're like, absolutely. You cleared
Yeah.
the deck.
Yes.
So you're a total sweetheart. Thank you for doing this.
Of course. I had to. I'm a friend of the show, and Sean's always been so nice to me. Every time I want to come on, I'm like, hey, can I come on? I need to talk about this. And he's like, yeah, come on in.
Now, take us back, Mraz, to when you guys first met. What's the first day or experience you guys have together?
Well, definitely college kids wearing sweatpants online for a class, some kind of web design class, and she was standing in front of that first day of college classes where it's awkward, everybody's standing there, and you just kind of got to sit next to strangers or whatever. Lisa's kind of cute. I think I'm just going to sit next to her, and that was it. And we had fun from a class from there on forward.
When you say online, it wasn't an online class.
No, like
physically
standing
online.
on a physical line. People used to do that for college, where you stood on a physical line
To wait for the class?
So, yeah, the classroom opens, the teacher opens
I
that
see.
first day.
Before the
it's not like you
door-
have assigned seats in college. You just
Gotcha.
kind of sit wherever.
Right.
And me and Lisa sat next to each other and hit it off from there.
Yeah, the whole semester we would just chit chat. Sometimes I was late, but I would show up looking a mess. I didn't look how I put together like I look now. Like it was like Uggs,
Same.
sweats. Yeah, we were just
Same.
a mess. Sunil Westbury.
And what class was it?
I don't remember the name. It
It
was
like
like
a graphic design class
Yeah.
or something like that.
I think it was something I needed for my media and communications
Me too.
degree.
We were just on the computer like making little graphics, and he
Okay.
always did stuff like giant stuff, and he showed me his Giants tattoo.
Uh-huh.
So,
I
yeah.
was really trying to impress back then.
And so did you take it for the actual experience, or you guys just needed it for course credits?
I think it was just an elective we needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't recall ever taking a college class I felt like I wanted to or needed to take.
Same.
It was just about getting that degree.
Yeah. I didn't even get my degree. I dropped out.
You never did?
No.
Did you ever graduate from
No.
anywhere?
No.
Wow.
I'd say it worked out, Lisa.
I think I'm okay, but
Definitely. And that's kind of a good lesson maybe for
Yeah.
people that don't have a direction in college necessarily.
right. Why waste? I'm not discouraging people from
No.
going to school if they want to,
Yeah.
but if you're not sure, why waste money and then
Right.
have to like go back again? I actually know someone, a friend of the family, who went all through law school, took everything, became a lawyer, and decided it wasn't for him, and now he has like all that debt.
That's a lot of debt in a
And
lot of
he's not-
years.
yeah, and he's not, and a lot of studying and everything, and now he's not even practicing law.
Wow.
It's nuts.
And I would argue that me finishing school and getting a degree is even more of an argument against getting one.
Why?
Well, I mean, I still was successful, and I think I'm proof that you don't need to pay attention in college. So either way, two
There are a lot of
pillars here.
things you can do so much without. Where did you graduate from?
Syracuse.
Oh, okay, right. Hello, I know that from your Instagram. You're a big Cuse enthusiast, no?
Somewhat. I mean, I'm proud that I went there. The sports, though, have been bad, so I don't like. There's no
don't
rah pom pom
Okay,
stuff.
because I see your posts all the time, but I remember you being up in that area a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I visit up there and speak to the class, and we had a campus event, an alumni event. So
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Sean laughed when I said that. I don't know if it's just.
Well, it's
because
just-
he
it's-
thinks I wave the banner.
Yeah, I mean, Lisa, and when you said, "Oh yeah, that's right," because you know when somebody went to Syracuse because they tell you. That's like the on.
Cuse, yeah. Orange.
That's right. The big furry orange ball that has eyes and legs.
Mm-hmm.
So where were you last in terms of traveling?
The Hamptons, but I've been before
I want to
New
ask you
York.
the Hamptons.
Okay, yeah. Before that, I was in Mykonos for a wedding.
Oh, cool.
Not Mykonos. What am I talking about? Santorini.
Even better.
Yeah.
Greece.
Greece. Yeah.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, I was in Lake George and Sesame Place, Lisa. So, I mean, Mykonos, Santorini,
life.
tomato, huh?
So you were in the Hamptons because you were at the famous now Michael Rubin July 4th party.
Yeah.
And you posted on your Instagram some of the pictures from this. And this in the sports world, I guess the entertainment world in general,
Yeah.
it was just massive. But in the sports world, everybody who was everybody was there.
Mm-hmm.
You've been around famous people for a long time now. Was there
Right.
anybody there that you were like, wow, I can't believe I'm around that person?
Not really. It was just like everywhere I looked, there was someone. I'm like, oh, so and so's here, and then I would go get a margarita, and I'm like, oh, so and so's here, and then I would go talk to my friend, and I'm like, oh, it was just everywhere you looked, there was somebody that you were like, oh, yeah, you recognize.
I felt connected to this party because Lisa was at this party, and this is a party of true royalty, entertainment, sports royalty, and she was there. I'm like, wow, it kind of feels like we've got a friend at this party, which is pretty epic.
Yeah, like Instagram-y stuff that we saw where we're like, this person knows us and they're posting it there. So by virtue, we felt cooler, for
Yeah,
sure.
totally.
Really? Oh my
Yes.
God, that's funny. But you guys remember Camille?
Camille came in with you.
Yes,
one
and that's
time.
that's her party. That's her and Michael's party at
Right.
their house.
For those that don't
Yeah.
know, Camille and Lisa are very good friends, have
Yeah.
been for a long time. Camille came in for Extreme Jakeover, I think.
No, we came in to talk about our podcast.
Oh,
That's
right,
right.
the
Pizza
podcast.
and Chill. Yeah, while we had that going
Pizza
on.
and Chill
Yeah.
podcast. And Camille ended up dating Michael Rubin and then getting married to Michael.
Well, that she's been with him for way longer before that. They've
Oh,
been
is that
together.
right?
Yeah, over like I think 6 or 7 years. I think 7 years now. So they've been together for a long time.
And Semi recently had a kid with him, right?
They have two kids
kids.
together,
Okay.
2 children together, and then there's Michael's oldest, who's her stepdaughter.
When she came into studio, I think they were dating, but they had only been dating for maybe a year or so.
No, they had been dating for years at that
A
point.
longer time than
yeah,
that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So Camille and Michael Rubin are together, and this is the party that they throw. So you're kind of a VIP because you know Camille so well. So
Yeah.
how do they execute a guest list like this? Because if you don't get invited to this, you're crushed. Not you, I'm saying anybody.
It's just honestly, they're close. I say close friends, but it's all friends of them and people they actually know. So just who they love, I guess. And
But do you have to be careful about plus ones?
some people don't get plus ones.
Okay.
And that's just because of the capacity issue and the fire department. You can't just have everyone bring in a plus one because they don't want the party to get shut down.
Yep.
Right.
And so how do you get an invitation to Tom Brady? How do you get an invitation to Kim Kardashian? How do you physically get to them?
Those are their friends. They are in communication with them regularly. It's just,
Wow.
yeah, those are friends of Camille and Michael. So it's just easy for them to text or send an invite.
What was an athlete that was there that we were like, wow, how did he get in? Maybe a Tobias Harris?
Well, as far as like on the lower end of the
Like,
athletes?
yeah, how did that person get into the party?
Not nice.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's Tobias Harris, though he is a Long Island guy, so that's
Okay.
easy for him. That's a good one.
I guess there was a couple of NBA players that people were surprised were there.
Well, he's also a Sixer,
Right.
and Michael used to own them, right? I feel
Yeah.
like all the
Good
Sixers
call.
were there.
Good
Exactly.
call.
Yeah, I was
True.
just gonna say anyone who played for Philly previously, Michael is like really good friends with. Again, he was part owner, so that's how.
I'm
Gotcha.
still stuck at having a party at your house that you have to be afraid of the fire department coming and shutting it down for
Well,
size.
Yeah, that's the type
Must
of
be
party.
nice. It's a good problems.
Have you been to Bob's Bar?
Yeah, Bob's Bar is a
Yeah.
good example of this.
Wait, I actually saw that on your Instagram. What's going on with the Bob's Bar stuff? I just want to know. Is it like a whole event or?
Well,
Wow.
Wait, just to
That's a loaded
stop you,
question.
somebody who was at Michael Rubin's 4th of July party is asking us, I saw this on Instagram. What's the deal here with Bob's
Yeah, because
Bar?
I see your guys' posts. Like I love Sean's posts with his family stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's so like wholesome and nice. And I see your stuff, so I see everything.
Yeah, well, Bob's Bar is the outdoor bar that Mraz's dad built outside
you're
their
kidding.
home.
Yes.
That
I
was
thought
the-
it was like a public place that
Right.
people can go to.
It looks like that, but Bob and Nancy, Mraz's parents, invite anybody in the neighborhood to come to their outdoor bar. And we talk about it so much on the show that we invited our listeners 2 years in a row to come visit. If they wanted to make the flight or the drive, just come visit. And so what you saw a month and a half ago or so, a little over a month ago, Those are just listeners that came to party with us on a Friday out at his parents' house.
Oh, wow. Well, that's so nice of you, Sean.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, look, you tell Michael, Camille, they're looking for another location next year. I'm sure Bob would love to have them.
That could be the B party.
Exactly.
The overflow.
Exactly.
That could be like the after party.
That's where Tobias Harris shows up, and he's like, wait, what? Who's Randy?
Randy in Alabama made the white party? Now, is there anybody at the door that has to make sure that everybody's in white? Like, is there clothing violations at this party?
There are multiple checkpoints for security and there's like security on the roof even. Like, it's just, security's very tight, and yeah, you have to wear white.
What happens if you don't?
I guess you don't come
You
in.
don't get in?
Nobody.
You gotta turn
nobody
around?
tried that. I don't know. Nobody tried that. Everyone knew to wear white.
How did you decide what you would wear? This is a huge party.
I had a few options. I ordered like 5 dresses.
Really?
Yeah, and only 2 of them came in, and I picked the best one. Yeah.
Okay. Because this is a big deal. Like, you've got to make sure you got the right thing for this party.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's really fun for me and like our group of friends, and we're always like, I mean, we do this for every event, but we're like, what are you gonna wear? What are you gonna wear? I'm gonna wear this. And Camille gets like fully styled. A lot of girls get fully styled by like stylists and stuff, but I just wore something that I ordered.
Who were you most impressed by what they wore?
There was actually, I don't even know her name, but there was like a woman there who looked super chic, and she was like in her 40s or 50s, and I had to compliment her, but I don't know who she was. That's the annoying part. But I know she had to have been someone in the fashion world or something.
Yep. Was there an athlete that you're like, damn, that guy's he's got good fashion, he's got good taste?
No. But I will say, Tom Brady is very nice and normal and relaxed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He does feel like that type of guy, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you saw him in a social situation, he seems like a pretty normal guy.
Yeah, and just nice and, good, calm energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were there some people there that you could tell this was their first really important party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were, yeah, but I'm not going to say who, but yeah,
No.
there were, of course. People get really excited, and it's also the 4th of July, which is exciting, and
Right.
it's the Hamptons, which is exciting, and yeah, just a bunch of things going on.
I think the bigger question is, did we misplay you and Camille coming in that day? Could we have continued the relationship to finagle us into the party by now?
I
Did we
don't
drop the
know.
ball there?
Maybe you guys needed to have us in a little bit more
Right.
often.
I do have a question, though. All those famous people there, it's the 4th of July.
Yeah.
Are we doing like a fireworks show out in the back lawn? Is like Tom Brady running, lighting the firecracker, running back with the barbecue lighter, like I'm doing in the street?
Yeah, Brady's got the Roman candle up.
No, it's me doing it. No, I'm just kidding. They have like a whole pyrotechnic, whatever that's called.
That's cool.
Team doing all like the fireworks show,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's like a huge production.
Over the water, I guess.
I think it was probably like
'Cause
on
that-
the Bayside.
That incredible house overlooks the water, the shore,
Right.
so it's right on the beach.
Right. Yeah. So the fireworks were crazy good, of course.
Did anybody get too drunk?
I kind of overdid a little bit. A little bit. I'm a lightweight, and I was just like, it was hot. I was having fun with my friends, so I couldn't have maybe one too many margaritas, but only one too many. When it's like not bad, but you're like, the next day you're like, okay, maybe I need to drink water. Yeah.
I think I would be totally paranoid if I went to a Michael Rubin party. There's all these celebrity athletes and celebrities in general, and I'm just like, free beer, free high-end cocktail, free everything.
Yeah.
I'll just keep doing it, and then suddenly you wake up the next day, you're like, oh my God, did I make a jackass out of myself?
You
You
gotta
wake up
play
on the
with
beach.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to pat myself back. I was at Justin Timberlake's album release party. I had this dilemma.
True.
I was the least important person there, and I just played it cool. You got to just
Played it cool.
water, beer, water, beer, water, beer. Always
Okay.
have a beer in your hand, looking cool. But
Oh.
you
Is
can't
that
get
a
drunk.
real story?
Yeah.
So you didn't overdo it at that party?
No, not at all. And I was 100% the least important person there.
Oh,
But
you just wanted to make sure you didn't.
yeah, I wanted to look cool drinking, but make sure I wasn't tripping over myself.
That's a really good trick I use at events too.
Yeah.
I like drink one full drink, and then I just hold the second one. So you know what I mean? It looks
Yeah.
like you're doing something.
I did shots with Ciara that night. You might have heard of
Yeah.
her.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
He thinks he had a chance with her that night.
Yeah, that's it. Like, I definitely did, Lisa.
You did?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
Thank you.
I don't think I was prepared to answer this morning. Well, she seemed to enjoy my company. You could tell there was some flirtatious stuff. Russell was acting a little, I call him Russell. He was acting a little odd.
Note that she was dating Russell Wilson at the
and he was
time.
there.
Who she's married to now.
And
Yes.
I could just tell deep down, if she didn't feel like she had to keep up the image of being with a quarterback, she might be a chubby chaser, as we like to call them.
Oh my goodness.
And she did tell me at the end, Sean, have a good night.
Okay.
So she's a nice person.
She's a nice person.
Yeah.
Wow. So Lisa thinks no shot. Okay.
No, I don't. She's just being nice. She was just being nice.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct. And
Wow.
people can think you're funny, but not want to date you, not be physically attracted to you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Mraz doesn't think that there's any difference between the
I
two.
am,
that,
Sean. Don't worry.
That if
I think you're
somebody
both.
laughs at him, he immediately thinks that they're sexually attracted to him.
There's a difference between laughing and flirting.
That's true. There is a difference between laughing and
Yeah.
flirting. Yeah. But not all laughing means flirting.
Well, I know that. I mean, DA's not flirting with me every day.
I think if a female laughs at you, you think that they're into you.
No, that's not. My wife laughs at my jokes all the time.
She's not into you.
Exactly. No, that's not true at all. That's not true at all. Man, I'm really.
So Mraz actually did go to this party. It was at the Super Bowl.
Oh, it was at the
and
Super
there
Bowl,
was
okay.
one of our producers who was invited through Tiki Barber.
Yeah.
And then Tiki said no, and so this producer had a +1, so we brought Mraz.
How fun.
And it was
Yeah,
at
what a
Prince's,
drop-off.
It was at Prince's Twin Cities Palace, right? It was
Yeah.
in Minneapolis.
I got in with Tiki's pass, and then Tiki talked us way back in later on. Anyway.
So this was at Prince's huge
Paisley
mansion.
Place,
Oh,
yeah.
Paisley
wow.
Place.
That's crazy.
And Justin Timberlake had an album release, and so there were all these famous people, and Mraz did end up, I wasn't invited, he did end up hanging with Ciara and Russell Wilson, hanging in air quotes, but he really does believe
Well, he
it.
was. I mean, yeah, you're at the same party. You're having drinks together.
Yeah,
just
we were in the
hanging
same
out.
inner circle. Yeah, we knew the
Yeah,
same
exactly.
people.
You got mutual friends.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he really thinks that he had a chance with Ciara.
No, he doesn't. He's just kidding.
No, he doesn't. No, he's not.
No, like I have never said this about other famous people. I'm telling you, we had a connection that night. We had a connection, and I
Okay.
knew it.
Okay, I believe you then.
No, you
If
don't. No,
If you say that, you never say that about others.
I don't.
Okay. I believe you then.
And she's also a nice person, like
She
Ciara.
is.
Yeah.
She's so nice. Damn it.
Bogues has a headlines here to do, so why don't we do that, and Lisa will stay with us. We don't have to take a break right now, so Lisa Ramos is in studio for Mraz's final week of shows here.
Guys, it's almost like winning the actual NBA title. The Cavaliers, the best team in Vegas this summer, taking last night's finale from the Rockets 99-78 to leave Sin City with a 6-0 record. Isaiah Mobley put up 28 points and 11 boards. But Houston's first-round pick, Cam Whitmore, was named Summer League MVP. We heard Joel Embiid in soundcheck finally. He says the Philly or anywhere else comment was just him being a troll. He should maybe yell that into a doorbell camera next time. The Athletic says Embiid has expressed no such sentiment to Sixer management. They actually believe he wants to finish his career in Philly, but the Athletic does say the relationship between James Harden and Daryl Morey is definitely severed. Maybe this is significant NFL news. Aaron Donald's a 99 in Madden for a record 7th time. That breaks his tie with Peyton Manning. EA Sports revealing rankings position by position this week as we near the game's release. Enjoy him while you got him. Shohei Ohtani, homer number 35, a 2-run shot, bottom 7 to tie the Yankees at 3. Phil Nevin gets to manage him just for a little bit longer.
Whenever you're superstars and we know what he is for us and really the whole league and all of baseball worldwide, when they step up in moments like that and have something like that happen, what it does for the whole place. But you guys have to understand what it does for our dugout too. It's massive.
The Angels won 4-3 in the 10th on an RBI single. The Yanks have now dropped 7 of 9. They are 15-20 since Aaron Judge hurt his toe. And back in the NFL, 8 teams have rookies reporting to training camp today. That list includes the Chiefs, the Bills, the Ravens, and the Giants. Guys, back to you.
All right, what we're going to do here is play the epic fail now, so we have more time on the back end with Lisa Ramos. Earlier in the morning, Mraz thought that the Village People were called the Macho Man.
Even the DA show is not perfect. We know. Shocking. Here's the epic fail.
My cousin went to Duke. That's why I wanted to go to Duke. If he could do it, I could do it. He was also a naval engineer.
So dumb. Like dumb. Dumb.
You
By the
were a
way,
sandwich
navel's not
artist.
belly button in this scenario.
No, like the Macho Man song, In the Navy. Da-da-da-da-da-da. He was doing that.
He was doing show tunes?
By the Macho Man.
Macho Man Randy Savage, ooh yeah, ooh yeah.
No.
No, Macho Man. The
He
group.
means
They did YMCA.
The group Macho Man?
the Village People.
That's the Village People. And
That's right.
They do that every night at Yankee Stadium. How do you not know that one?
Yeah, right. The Village People. I don't know why I
And
call
they-
him the Macho Man.
And they did songs Macho Man and
Oh, that was a
in
song.
the Navy.
In the Navy. That's what I meant. Not naval, like your naval cavity.
Do you have any problem with that?
I just thought it was in the bloodline.
Look, I'm a naval engineer. He's like just shifting his belly around.
It's like that Phillies fan that has the Philly Fanatic tattooed around his belly button. Naval engineer, right here.
Give me another beer.
I can make it big. I can make it flat. I can make it wobble.
I can make it talk.
Yeah. Engineer this naval.
You know, that song by the Macho Man?
I'm the Macho Man Randy Savage, and me and Gene Okerlund, I'm gonna be your co-host, yeah.
Yeah. In the Navy.
Yeah, Randy Savage wrote that song.
Ooh, me and Miss Elizabeth going to the Navy. Yeah. We're in the Navy now. And I'll tell Hulk Hogan that arm of the armed forces isn't as... This is a terrible...
Epic fail, you loser.
That is why you fail.
Epic fail.
My Macho Man became a pirate pretty quickly there.
You gave up like Jody giving up on the phone number the other day.
Yeah. The poll question today, do you get angry at people who don't eat ice cream? 73% of you are sane human beings, and they say no. What? Data tells us it takes about 50 licks to finish one scoop of ice cream. Vanilla and chocolate make up over half of ice cream sales in the U.S. I would have thought higher than that. Mraz got angry at Sesame Place when the theme park ran out of Cookie Monster's blue soft serve ice cream, and Mraz also ate ice cream 4 times out of 6 days on his vacation. That's data. Lisa Ramos is with us here in studio for Mraz's final week of shows. They were friends back in college in a unnamed class neither one of them remember.
Which, yeah,
Wow, that's bad.
it is.
We've lived a lot since then. That's
Yeah.
why. It's hard
But
to
what's
remember.
most importantly is we remembered each other.
Yes.
Exactly.
Than what
Yeah.
we learned.
And
Yeah.
Lisa's been kind enough to come into the show a number of times over the years. We helped Jacob Wilkins get back on his feet after he looked like a homeless man in that chair.
Still looks homeless.
And
Less homeless, though.
helped Shep get back on his feet as well,
Yep.
fashion-wise. So, Lisa, what will be your final memories of Mraz on the radio here on the DA show? What will you take away?
I don't know. It's just always been nice and fun and easygoing here. And I'm glad Sean was the first one to invite me to come on here. And then I became friends with the show. So it's really nice to have been able to come on here. And also, I'm very happy for you, Sean, that you're
Thank you.
getting your it's a promotion.
Yes.
A big thing, a big
Yes.
deal.
Yep.
That's
Yes.
amazing. Congratulations.
Contrary to popular belief. Thank
No,
you.
that's amazing. It's a promotion.
Yes,
So
it
that's
is.
amazing. It's a bittersweet moment for all of you because now you're not going to see each other as often.
Exactly.
Which you guys are now going to have to make an effort to be friends because sometimes men don't do that. They don't like make an effort to like do coffee or do dinner. You're going to have to do that to keep in touch.
Right. Make an effort. Yeah.
That is that might be the best advice she's leaving
That
us
is really
with.
good.
Yeah.
That's really good. Which means like the Bob's Bar thing has to keep going so that we all have an excuse to keep coming together.
In case you haven't noticed, he cares way more about my dad's bar than me.
I thought that was a real place. And
It is a real place.
you can't find it on Yelp, but it is a real
Yeah,
place.
exactly. It's like a speakeasy.
Yeah, it looks, You can host like illegal poker games there or something.
Already did.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Dart tournaments, for
It's
sure.
the hottest club on the South Shore of Long Island.
It is?
Bob's Bar.
What part of Long Island are you in?
We
again?
can't say.
Oh, you can't say. Okay.
That's West Babylon. I'm Bayshore. They're right by
Oh,
shore.
okay, got it. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
always in Long Island.
Unlike your fancy house in Hamptons, I'm a good mile and a half from the bay.
Oh, I have family in Long Island. I'm always
Yeah,
in Long Island. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if you find yourself in need of an after party of the Michael Rubin West Hamptons jaunt, then there's always Bob's Bar.
Yeah, I can go to Sean's house, Sean's dad's house.
Yes, please. I only wanted Lisa to come to my parents' house 20 years ago, but now I do.
I'll show up with a few people.
Is there anything you're working on that you want to promote for our listeners?
Not right now. There are things I'm working on, but not
Okay.
that I'm going to talk about.
Let us know all the social media channels our listeners can find you at.
Instagram, LISAARAMOS. And then on there's a list of other places if you care enough.
Have you done the jump over to
Threads?
Yeah, I did that like on day 2, and I was glued to my phone because it was so much fun. And
Yep.
now it's just regular. But I haven't been on Twitter in over a week.
And TikTok?
I'm on there sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you guys on Threads?
Yeah, we all made the jump as well, but I think it was really exciting the first 48 hours, and now it's kind of just a thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.